My name is Ron Alban of Kettering, Ohio. And I am very, very sad to have to come here to try to defend and protect my liberty. There's a lot of attacks on my liberty, and I can't react to every one until it becomes real. I have a business to run. I have 2 parents to take care of. I have a wife with cancer to support. I don't want to be here today, except in my youth, I traveled in Eastern Europe behind the Iron Curtain. And I came to understand that liberty was very important to me. And I think it's very important to each one of us. You know, something derailed with respect to the deliberations of the one committee. And when that committee actually voted, then I have tried to devote some time to protect my liberty. And, you know, I submitted several days ago a very lengthy and detailed testimony, which I had to take about 40 hours of my time to research and to write. I hope all of you read it. And obviously, I cannot go through all that testimony here, but certainly I'd be glad to answer any questions, or follow up with any member of the commission in any way, shape, or form. I am focused on the content of the proposal. Folks, I make mistakes every day, and you do too. We're all human, okay? But if you have a truly open mind and truly look at the content, and to me the most important content has to do with constitutional amendments, okay? I mean, statutes come and go by the thousands. The Constitution is the highest law of the land within Ohio, other than the national laws. The Constitution is the people's law. Literally, it is the people's law. Only the people can enact what's in the Constitution. All right, I think you're getting my point. So, we do not have a nobility in our society. We have concepts of equality under the law, equal treatment. And so, if a citizen proposes an amendment using the initiative power, and if a legislator proposes an amendment, the same standard should apply, a fair standard should apply to that whole proposal process. And if the citizen succeeds in getting the amendment certified for the ballot, they ought to be afforded the identical standards as the legislator who succeeded in getting his or her amendment certified for the ballot. And so I simply say that how I imagine things, and I should say, I have volunteered about 5,000 hours of my own time the last 8 years on grassroots citizens initiatives. I've enacted 7 initiated charter amendments in my hometown of Kettering, Ohio. They all passed by huge margins of both Democrats, Republicans, and independents. I experienced extreme hostility in all of my campaigns from many government officials. That's just the reality. I had to sue my own city government in federal court. Court granted a permanent injunction under court supervision to prevent the city of Kettering from abridging my First Amendment rights. So it is extremely important that the citizens have an avenue, a fair avenue, just like the legislators should have a fair avenue, to pursue their desires with respect to amendments. I think the motion that was tied is the most prudent course. That's what I recommended in my written testimony. And to co-chair Senator Tavares has said, I would like a fair recommendation to come out of this commission, but what's on the table right now isn't, and it's too flawed to try to fix on the fly, okay, in real time here today. Perhaps there will be additional funding, and perhaps there will be additional time. So the correct course of action that I would urge the committee is to, in fact, refer this back to the commission, I should say, is refer this back to the committee. Take a position of the same standards for both the citizen. Well, actually, the same standards regardless of what method. I mean, there's also a convention method, but that the same standards apply to all methods regarding amendments. I could talk for longer, but I won't. So,
thank you, Mr. Alban.
Any questions or comments?
Are there any questions of Mr. Alban? Thank you very much. For anyone else?